All right. Are you guys ready for the tier list? I'm not going to waste your guys' time and be like, Agni. All right. Agni. B tier. Yeah, B tier. Ama. C tier. On her just got buffed. Just got buffed so recently. He was so bad. And it's hard for me to say where he's at. Because the buffs are really strong, though. Really aggressive buffs. I'm going to put him at A. I feel like that's fair. Anubis, C tier. Afro, S tier. Ares, A tier. Athena, A tier. Bacchus, B tier. Baron, C tier. Bellona, B tier. All right, I'll give him a reason. I'll give a reason. So Afro obviously first pick, first ban throughout the whole tournament. Wins dual lane, almost always ban. On her just got hella buffed. Ares aspect puts him over the top for me. Really put him up. Probably bumped him from B to A just having the new aspect. Athena can be jungler, can be solo, can be support. High value in all roles. Very strong. Agni, good when he gets to late game. Scared of a lot of walls. Has to go shell if there is walls, which is there's many. Hard to, build. Very weak in the early mid. Bacchus, kind of the all-around support. Bellona, kind of like the all-around soul laner, but doesn't do anything over the top. Cyrnos, B tier, really easy to kill, has good damage, same problems as always. Chalk is low-key like a B or A tier. I feel like Chalk is super underrated right now. I think he's pretty damn good. Cupid, I think Cupid's pretty underrated. A tier, good nukes, good damage. I think Stampede is the only thing that takes him from being an S tier. I think Dance is an A tier. I mean, unfortunately, Hunters are so toasted. Fenrir, I think is A tier. Just a good all-around support as well. Good support, good jungler. Can solo as well. Geb is more of a B tier, kind of slow, premeditated. He's too easy to like. I think he's good in like ranked. He can be pretty good if there's counters, right? Like you're a counter defender, good versus Athena. But he's kind of really obvious. If the games are good, I think he kind of loses value. I think Hades like B tier. Hecate S tier. Herc S tier. For obvious reasons. Best mage in the game. And one of the best, if not the best jungler in the game. I mean, Bots is out. Aladdin up there as well. Mulan, B tier. She just does everything super regular. Good CC, kind of hard to kill, but not really. It never has this point where she levels up her abilities and she takes over the game. I've never seen that. Yo, Noga, thanks for live. Izzy's okay. She's a hunter, so she's not allowed to go to D or F. Clears wave well, does nothing else good. Jingwei, S tier. Kraid is OP. She's OP. F the character. I think Khepri is pretty donkey. It doesn't do anything better than any other support. Just dies in his grab. Kukulkan. One of the major. He does good damage. He definitely does really good damage. Kind of hard to kill with new dash. 50-50 on the ult. I think Loki's A tier. Does what he does. Late game jungler. Kind of slower early mid. Dusa's like A tier. She kind of got nerfed pretty hard. She's still really strong. Still does a lot of damage. Mordred. He just falls off a cliff. Very easy to anticipate his ult. Neith. I think Neith is S tier. And nobody knows it. Nobody's picking her. I think Neith is S tier in mid, and I think she's S tier in ADC. Okay, maybe if it looks a little weird having her next to Jing, but I feel like her value is so high mid and ADC. Okay, I'll leave her A. I feel like she's low-key S though. Nuwa, what a character design. That's all I'll say. Odin, Shell's really strong right now. Gargoyle's really strong. Kind of just a bad character. Get value when Cage has value, but then there's one shell, so you have no value. Then you're a stun, but then they have Gargoyle. So now you're just a bird bomb. Pele, so obvious how her kit plays out. Doesn't do enough damage to make up for her all-in style. Poseidon got nerfed really hard. Really easy to kill. Power farms well, but that's kind of all he does. Yeah, I'm gonna add. I'll talk about the last characters at the end for sure. Raw still really good in solo with Aspect. Sobek I think is really good too. In the A tier, really strong. His Aspect is donkey, but the kit is really strong. Soul, pretty bad I think, even in a crit meta. Susano, he's alright. I think other junglers are just better, but he can do well. Thana's still really strong. One of the best junglers. I'll keep him at... Yeah, I'll probably keep him at S. Can play multiple roles very easily. Morgan too. S can play multiple roles really easily. Thor is just a soul laner. If that. Uller, still Uller. Very, very strong. His items are really good. Yamoja. I think Yamoja's up there as well. S tier, one of the best, strongest supports. Even with her ult being, easily countered with multiple shells, it's the rest of her kit's still so strong. Ymir's up there. Strong freeze, really good wall, hard to kill. In general, before, his problem was he's easy to kill. He falls behind, the game's over. No longer the case. Zeus is super strong with left click build. Still kind of easy to kill though, but I think he's still really strong. Nemesis, kind of underrated, but I think with Aspect she can do a lot of things. And then I think Hunbots is S tier by far. And I think Aladdin is S tier by far. Vulcan is S tier. All those three are S tier. Cabra is like B tier. Hope you guys enjoyed the Smite 2 tier list. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed both tier lists.